BTN, 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 BTN.
Welcome to another episode of BTN Behind the Name. I'm your boy Boo Dilla.
And your boy Prince J. Ron.
And we got a special guest. This is episode 98. Episode 98. We almost there. We almost there. It's gonna be a special occasion on the 100th episode. Just letting everybody know. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. But we got a pioneer, you know what I'm saying, on the dance side and on the DJ side of the game. You know what I'm saying? You know, me and him don't really get along like that, but
It's him. It's him.
I'm just joking, man. But this is my brother, man. One of the coolest dudes in life. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely a hard worker.
I didn't know his tracks go that crazy. Neither his tracks be crazy, dog. Like crazy. We got my brother representing Terra Squad and Teklife, DJ Lucky. What's going on, Brody?
Yo, what's the deal? You feel me?
How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm blessed. Feeling amazing.
Man, I'm happy to hear that, man. Hey, but we about to get straight into it. So without further ado, we want to take it back to your beginnings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So before TS, before DJ Lucky, before all of that. So how was your upbringings, and when did you first see or experience the culture?
The first time I experienced the culture was I actually went to what was the name of the school? Boucher. They used to call it Bryn Mawr, but it was Boucher on 73rd and like Ridgeland, I think. And it was crazy. We used to have like these assemblies like probably once a month in our auditorium or whatever, and then they'll start playing like juke music, and they'll let like kids just jump up there and I'm talking about DJ, jump up there and footwork. And this the crazy part. I tell bro know this. We talk about this all the time. So Josh was one of the people who was up there footworking. So him, it was a dude named Nadal, another dude named Shaka.
How old was you at this time?
I was in third grade.
Wait, what? Like, do you remember? Like, what year around was this?
I'm 32, so that was like
30 years ago.
Yeah,
like 30 years ago, 29 years ago.
I was like a second grade. I can't even pinpoint the year though, but I just remember I was in second grade. So however old you is at second grade, when you 32 years old right now, is the year it was.
Right.
So Josh only like a year older than me. So he up there, I'm seeing him. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, motherfuckers up there killing. As soon as I seen that shit, I'm like, man, I want to learn how to do that shit. Like, whatever it was, like, I'm finna start kicking. I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but I'm doing it. What a guy, bro. I didn't even know what it was called. I didn't know nothing. I just seen them do it, and ever since then, I'm like, I want to do that shit. And just kept attempting, looking crazy as hell, bro. I used to start in one side of the room, and I'm ending up in the whole other side of the room because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just imitating what I'm seeing them do. And it just went from there. And I never really even knew about dance groups. I didn't know about other people doing this. I just knew what I seen.
That's all about to ask. I was about to ask you, what was the first dance group you encountered?
The first dance group I was in was called A-File.
Wait, say it again.
A-File, Alpha and Omega.
That's when they was going through the Greek stuff, back then.
So it was this dude named Simo, C. Arthur. He ran the group or whatever, and Brick was in that group. Lightbulb was in the group. Who else? It was like one more person who's still footwork right now. But that was the first group it was, and then they was, of course, it was a dance group too. I didn't want to do the dance stuff. I just wanted the footwork. So I accidentally like learned how to dance like on some, all right, of course you gotta dance if you want to be in this group.
That's a lot of everybody's story.
Yeah. I'm in that day 5, 6 whip. But I ain't care, like, we dancing with girls and shit. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I get the whip on, you feel me? Throw the t-shirt in my mouth and get the hair roll. You feel? I'm like, fuck it, we if this what we doing, this what we doing then. Fuck it.
Oh
With the
my
t-shirt
God.
in the mouth.
Accidentally learned. Like that wasn't my motive. I'm like, man, I'm trying to footwork, but shit, if this what we doing, this what we doing then. And that's how it happened. So
So yeah. So with that group, so that was basically your first group being in. So then you had to like, where were y'all like performing and stuff at?
Bro, we was performing like we was
Or
doing
was they
hands downs, but we wasn't even on point like that for real to even be doing dance down. So we did a couple, like we did some Halloweens, we did some CYC centers, little shows like that. Where else can I say? We performed channel. We had a little Channel 19 little snippet and everything. Like that shit. Channel 19 was like,
hey, that's
what it was.
That was YouTube.
I swear to God.
Channel 19 was YouTube back in the day.
YouTube for like 30, what was it on? Like 30 minutes, bro. You get shit just looping, bro. Just steady looping.
Bro.
Everybody know you if you make it to Channel 19.
Oh,
yeah, you made it to Channel 19, you made it.
Boy.
You made it.
After that, like that's what it was. Like shit. You damn near learned how to dance from there.
So in your beginnings, did you have any like, because at this time you were still in the beginning processes of like learning, you know what I'm saying? So in that group, who was like training you far as like on the Chicago footwork side?
At that time, it really was nobody, because shit, I thought I had it at that time. So I didn't even feel like I needed to be taught, because for some strange reason in my mind, I thought I was cold as hell. So I wasn't, no, yeah, bro, teach me.
Bubba just kicking their legs out.
I'm doing anything, bro. I done drop spin like 9 times in one round. Like, I'm doing anything. So I didn't think like, yeah, teach me.
But it wasn't nobody telling you like, man, get out the circle, bro.
Oh no. Not at all. Like I thought I had, because like I said, me and Lightbulb was in the same group. I was telling Lightbulb, bro, you ain't never gonna be raw, G. Like that shit that you doing, bro, you ain't never gonna get it, dog. Like, no, bro. Lightbulb used to be wild, bro. Like he used to be crazy, like get footwork and then stop and just do some shit like that. Like his style was
looking like a Mortal Kombat character.
Man, bro. And I used to be so at that time, if I'm thinking I'm better than him, I ain't going to nobody like, yeah, bro, teach me. Like, no, it wasn't that at all. Like, and he wasn't even weak. It's just like me trying to be cocky and shit, like, or me trying to be better than everybody. It's just like, no, I'm not finna ask.
So when did you start like actually literally seeing it like the proper way though? Like, you know what I'm saying? You like, damn, I ain't doing this right.
You know what's crazy? It's a dude in his house right now who, because in CVS, that's where it really kicked off. Like when I went to CVS, so I'm footworking every day, like every day in the hallway. I'm not even going to class. I'm ditching class, like just the footwork and shit, like in the hallways. And this one nigga with me right now, bro, like he was hitting real works because he got the dance group experience. Like he was dancing with exclusive and shit, like, and I didn't know nothing about that. Like I didn't have that structure. So the shit that he was doing was beyond amazing to me because I ain't never seen it before. Like
Right.
he hitting real shit, and I'm just doing whatever is coming to my mind. But he actually hitting irk and jerks, and he actually hitting skates and breaking down and hitting mics and shit like that. Like, bro, he was too advanced for me at the time. Like, so, and that was freshman year. Before that, I hadn't seen that before. Like,
Right.
it wasn't the such thing as like
No
you say,
structure.
YouTube.
Right.
It wasn't such
Being
thing.
organized.
Yeah, it wasn't that at all. Like the only thing I had known was I seen somebody footwork years ago, Josh, seen somebody footwork years ago, J Dot. That was the only format that I knew. Like, okay, cool. And then I seen little bits and pieces, used to go on Juke Zone. Juke
Yep.
Zone had like little clips of it, but it was never a nigga like hitting a whole round. It was
Right.
never videos like that, bro. Like,
Yeah. You had to be in the parties to
Yeah, it
actually
used to be
see
it
that.
would be quick. Juke's on had quick clips
quick,
just to
Yeah.
tease a person.
quick clips. Like it was never a full. Even with I remember it was a time, and this it was like a time like you will put in somebody Juke CD that you bought and in your computer, and it'll play like a little snippet of King of the Circle or whatever. Like, and at that time, bro, I'm just like, what is this? Like, everybody was like mythical characters to me because it's like
Right.
I ain't know who these people were. Like, and that was just how it kind of transpired. Like, so nobody ever at that time, nobody took me and was like, yo, this it right here, because I
Right.
was already too cocky. Like, you couldn't have told me nothing.
So what? So the guy that you learned in CVS, you know what I'm saying, the one that you saying like structure and everything.
Mm.
Did he take you under his wing at that time?
No, I because at that time I felt like I felt like I was cold. So we'll just link up like in footwork, but I'm still not saying like I don't know what this move is, or I'm not like teach me this. Cause I'm
Right.
just like, oh, I got it. Like I see you doing that, and then I might try to take it and do it my own way after seeing you do it. But I wasn't in the mind frame to say teach me how to do it. Like I was just too stubborn, I guess.
Yeah, until you know what I'm saying, until you motherfucker got that act right.
Yeah,
I was
then
about to say, is it that's only gonna last for so long?
yeah, because we was in a league of our own. Like to be real, like we was in competition with ourselves. Like it was me, him, and G Boy. Y'all know what G Boy is. It was us three. Like so, in our minds, we had who we thought was the coldest. Like
Right.
I thought Lawrence was the coldest. He thought G Boy was the coldest. G Boy think Lawrence was the coldest. Lawrence probably thought I was the coldest. So in our mind, that's what we thinking, but we ain't telling each other that.
Right.
It's a competition in ourselves. So we just like, no, I got to keep up with him. Like I got to stay on his level because he the coldest one to me. So we already just competing within ourselves before anybody else, any other group, any group or whatever.
Mm. So
I
so
really
how did it go? I mean, how did you meet Terra Squad?
Rick and Charles.
Mm.
Because that's what I was just gonna say. Rick is who taught me no basics. That's who grabbed me and was like, no, look, you gotta do this. You can't just
Right.
be why he used to call me wild child. You can't just be a wild child, bro. Like, because my shit was all over the place. Like it was no structure, it was no meaning behind the moves, no left or rights, none of that. I'm just going, bro. Like, so he the one was like, nah, bro, if you hit that shit this way, hit it the other way. You gotta
Right.
hit basics, bro. Like if you ain't hit no basics, you ain't even really footworking. Like you just out here doing big moves, just doing whatever, drop spinning, like that ain't it. So Rick is the one who took and was like, no, hit these basics. Showed me that groovy shit, put your arms with it, like, and from
Yeah.
that, I just created my own self. That was the biggest thing that I wanted to do with this shit.
And then that's when because I know because Brick was in TS, so he's in TS. So at that time he brought you in, you know what I'm saying? And that's when when did you meet AG and Steve-O?
I met because what's funny is they all used to hoop. AG, Brick, Charles, and them, they used to hoop. So the first time I had ever even seen AG, it wasn't even on the footwork shit. It was at Ogden Park. they hooping and shit. And at that time, like you say, YouTube wasn't a big thing. So if you was footworking on YouTube, it was like you was famous. Like back then, I didn't know like how easy it was to upload just a video to YouTube. Like
Right.
I'm and like somebody did this from YouTube or whatever. So Charles, AG, J. Ron was in. I think no, it was those three that I seen on YouTube. Those were the only ones. So it's like,
Right.
man, you know, they like in my mind, they like celebrities. You
Right.
feel me? Because they on YouTube. So I see AG, you know, on some hoop and shit. I'm like, damn, that's AG. Like, what the fuck? Like, this the nigga that's the king of the circle. Like, I'm thrown off. I'm like, damn, that's him. Like, because in my mind, I'm expecting like if niggas is cold as hell in footwork, and I'm expecting for you to be footworking 24/7.
Right.
It shouldn't be a time you sitting down on the fucking
That's-
ground.
hey,
bro.
that's
You
Like,
ain't doing nothing.
bro,
else in your
I
life.
damn near wanted to walk up to the nigga like, hey,
Bro.
bro, hit that shit.
Hey,
real quick.
that shit still to this day. People think once you know how, you know what I'm saying, you know how to dance or whatever, everywhere you at, they're like,
Yeah.
let me see something. Like,
I was like, damn, I'm like, man, if I damn near want to walk up, like, man, you AG, like, you feel me? Like, but you know, so it was just that. I'm just playing shit cool or whatever. Like, so even to this day, like this what they say, like, oh, they say Lucky snuck in the group. Cause I never tried out. I didn't have a tryout. Like, it was the parade, it was the Bud parade, bro. And I came, Brick said, man, just come, bro. You gonna mob with us. I come, I'm mob with them. I'm soloing while they going and shit. That's all we was. They wasn't no routines. They ain't had nothing. They just mobbing. I can't remember. I can't remember who they was mobbing with, but we out there. I'm jumping out. They Lucky solo. I'm jumping out, hitting my shit or whatever. Motherfuckers looking like, who is dude? Like, why is dude with us? Like, I'm in here. Like, so I never tried out. Like, they say this shit to this day. Like, yeah, Lucky snuck in. Like, you fucking right, I did. Like,
No
I didn't try out,
just snuck
bro.
through the back door.
Definitely did. Like, I didn't try out none of that shit. I was just in there. Like, shit, Brick and Charles in here. Like, I go everywhere these niggas go. Like, fuck,
Right.
how you gonna deny me? Like, I'm here. So and I'm footworking. And I think I'm cold. You ain't finna tell me no. Like, for real.
Yo, I never heard no stuff like that in my life. Like, I ain't try. I just came.
Yeah.
To declare myself
Just
by
jumped in.
association.
I'm in here. I'm TS. I'm telling everybody before I'm even TF. I'm TS. G, like, fuck you talking about?
You
can't
gotta
tell-
fake it till you make it.
niggas was big doing that too. Before I'm big. I'm this.
Hey, there's a lot of people. Yup, you ain't lying, bro. A lot of us said they was in groups. It was never in no group, boy. You whole time they.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't. Boy, they battling. What side we on, gang? What? Bro, nobody ever told me like, yeah, you squad. Yeah. Well, I'm just here. Like, you feel me? I'm everywhere they go, I'm going too. How you going? I'm their little brother. How you gonna deny me? I'm sliding. That's how it was. I'm sliding, folks. Like, it was to the point that when niggas was just like, whatever, G. Like, I whatever.
Hey, mama got tired. Hey, they got tired of you, dog. They like,
Oh, whatever, G.
They
Look, and then that was another thing. I was there. I
right.
was there. Any battle, any show, anything, any little battle, any old show you go look at, I was there.
Yep.
So it's like, you can't really deny a nigga who was there too, though. Like, and I'm dedicated as hell. Like, so
Yo,
and
yeah, it's different.
Even then, what's crazy is because I was about to get kicked out of TS. They was trying to kick me out.
You got kicked out and never got put in.
And that's all I'm thinking too. Like, go kick me out of something. I ain't even.
I didn't get officially in yet. Y'all.
Hey, but if you about to get kicked out, that mean you
Hey.
in. So
They was finna kick me out. Look, hey, we in the basement. We used to practice at Tuesday crib. We in the basement, nigga.
ooh, shout out to Tuesday
Yeah,
crib.
yeah, shout out to Tuesday.
Ooh, it went down
Go
over
back,
there.
take niggas back. We used to practice at Tuesday crib, nigga. It's a whole group that we in the huddle. Hey, G, man, anybody feel like we quit kicking Lucky, y'all raise y'all hand. Oh, niggas raising their hands, G. Like, Oh, I didn't do nothing to none of these people. Like, why y'all? That's what y'all on? Cause I couldn't make it to practice. So cause I couldn't make it to practice, they want to kick me out. For I couldn't even leave out my crib, bro. Like, I'm in some real street shit. Like, I can't even leave out my house. I'm staying with Brick and Charles. I'm into it with the niggas that live on the block. You feel me? Like, they own that with me. Like, every time they see me, why you still over here? Like, what you doing over here? They own that. I'm scared to leave. I can admit it now. For I'm scared to leave the crib. Every time I leave the crib, they post it on my porch. For like, I'm scared to leave the house, so I can't even come to practice. For they don't even understand that. They just want to kick me out. Like, yeah, we kicking him out.
You almost cried.
Look,
You
fuck
almost
he
cried.
going. No, on some real shit. I'm sitting down. Like, who gonna do this to me? Fuck, y'all gonna do this shit to me?
Hit the training day.
You still ain't even officially in though.
I ain't even officially in the group. Y'all on that with me, G. I can't even leave my crib, for like that's what y'all on. Niggas raising their hands, G. Like, everybody still to this day. I ain't gonna say no names because we passed that.
But
But,
everybody say
Fuck
I.
that. Say
niggas
the
was
names.
definitely hand raising. Like, damn.
Hey, who had their
Look,
hands raised though? Who had their hands
Crystal,
raised?
Juke Star, nigga, who else? Look, fuck is you talking about? AG wanted me gone. Niggas wanted me gone.
Name them all.
Niggas wanted me gone, folks. They weren't fucking with me.
They're like, he ain't getting the group anyway.
Look, they weren't fucking with me, G. Look, only reason why I was even still in TS because that nigga Tristan snapped. I ain't gonna even stunt. That nigga Tristan went crazy because that was my man at the time. We rocking tough, folks. Like, I'm with Tristan every day. That nigga snapped. He get y'all goof ass out of here. Y'all ain't kicking shit out. Y'all don't know his situation, this and that, this and that. He spazzed, folks. I'm sitting down, damn. One nigga, he spazzed. I bet. They ain't kick me out after that. I'm mad as hell at everybody. Like, I bet y'all wild as hell. Like, I remember that shit.
Right.
Like, and that's how it was.
Hey, but
So
you,
what happened?
but
So
you,
you
hey,
didn't get kicked
but
out?
if you get that from Tristan, then hey,
Yeah,
that's rank
Tristan
right
was
there.
one, and I wasn't even rocking with him like that. Like, we wasn't like, I don't think we was. I don't know, cause it was a moment like you ain't see Tristan without me. So like everywhere for I'm with him. Like shit. So, but I think this was after that though, because I knew who was fucking with me in at that point. I'm like, all right, folks didn't even want me to get kicked out. Like, and I ain't owe him shit. Like, oh yeah, we wasn't rocking with each other like that because I ain't. That's when I knew. Like, ah, you fuck with me. Like, he ain't had no reason to. Now, like, man, y'all tweaking. But he knew my situation. That was what it was. He knew I couldn't leave the crib like that. He knew that much.
So you ain't get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? You ain't get kicked out the group. So when did they make you officially TS though? Like how did that conversation go?
It wasn't. I was there. I'm here. It wasn't a
It
conversation.
never been.
All right. They just, niggas just started including me and shit. And that's when TS Bird game popped off. Like, I'm a part of this.
Ooh,
Nigga.
let's get on that.
TS
TS
Bird
Bird
game
Let's
pop
get on
off.
that.
Me, Maya, Jody, Samaji, Roy. Who else?
What was that about?
That was
For those that don't know.
TS. It was TS always been broken up into two groups. Well, I'm not gonna say always because I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on before my generation. But even then, I still think because they had Renegade and shit like that. Like so, Bird Gang was like that was my branch. You know, that was the branch we had, and then I think they was Renegade at that time. Yeah, it was Renegade and Bird Gang. So Renegade, Bird Gang, all the tops they in Renegade. You know, AG and them, TY, all of them. They was Renegade, and we Bird Gang. Like so, we the little niggas.
Okay. So Bird Gang was like the new generation, basically.
Yeah. We like the new generation of TS and shit. Like, and oh, that was like fun time. That was some of the funnest times I've ever like lived in my life with this footwork shit. Like, cause it was like we just wanted to take over, bro. Like, we wanted to be Renegade. That's what it was. Like, no, we want to be Like, nigga, we thought we could get out of Bird Gang and being renegade if we was cold enough. Like, y'all finna get it renegade. Fuck y'all. Like, we
We want to be with the OGs.
And that was the same. And that was the same group. That's crazy.
Want to be on that
all
OG
TNs, bro.
level.
And then even later on, like it changed and it was unit in the posse. Like, I don't know if I know everybody remember the posse, everybody remember the unit. Like, unit was AG and everybody who followed AG, and posse was Tristan and everybody who, and then us. I'm gonna say it was like this. We felt like we felt like, I ain't gonna say we, I'm gonna speak on me. I felt like everybody wanted to follow AG. Everybody who was in TS wanted to follow AG. Everybody wanted to be an AG dick rider. That's what everybody. That's how I look at it. That's how I'm looking at it. And if you wasn't that, you was like, nah, I want to be my own. I want to footwork like myself. I don't want to footwork like AG. I want to do my own shit. I want to be my own person. And that's what Posse was. You feel me? Posse was, we was a whole nother group. Like, yeah, we gonna show up to practice. We gonna come practice. I'm gonna learn the routine, and then I'm gonna learn it, and I'm gonna go smoke. Like, we getting high now. Like, we finna smoke in the cut, and then we gonna talk shit and call everybody else weak who in the unit, and then we gonna battle y'all, and then we all in the same group still though. But that was really what it was at the end of the day. We
Right,
had,
and that's crazy. Like, I don't know.
Hey,
So why
I ain't gonna
did
stunt
that?
though.
That shit was like a Marine boot camp.
I ain't gonna stunt. That's how diamonds get made though. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like all of the dope groups, you know what I'm saying? We had Skull Gang, you know what I'm saying? It was the same thing.
yeah,
Like
y'all
you
had
you
branches
you
too.
got I don't want to say beef, but you just got competition in the
Yeah,
group
and
that make
within
you
the
better.
group, and
You
that's
know what I'm
that's
saying?
why nobody could really fuck with us, because we was our own competition, our own we had practice really, like, and it's funny. It's a video. It's a Markham Fieldhouse video, and it's TS unit versus the posse, and it's people, it's us on both sides. We battling intense as hell. We snapping, and then you see Taliban walk in. And then you see everybody who was on one side, we all went to one side. And we fucked everybody else up who was on that other side. And people who was watching the video who didn't know what was going on was confused as hell. Like, wait, why did all them people just shift? Because we all the same group. We was just battling each other like intense as hell. Like, and that's what it was. It was always that competition between us, because at the end of the day, who could really fuck with us if this is how we practice? We practice like we really beefing with each other.
Iron sharpen iron.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that was really the
I
one.
feel like that was in every. That was pretty much in
Yeah.
every group. Every group had like 2 to 3 other groups within that
Groups
same group.
within the group.
You know what I'm saying? But when it's wartime with another group,
Yeah.
all that stuff, all that
That's
deceased,
the
like, you know what I'm saying? We'll get back to this later. We need to
Right.
handle
We
this.
gotta handle family business now.
Yeah.
And like, we need to handle this. You know what I mean? So I want to ask you, when did you take your first L though?
Damn. I think it was shit, that's actually a good ass question.
I'm talking, when did you, like, you knew, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like man, I gotta get on my stuff after
you
this
know
one.
what's
Yeah,
crazy?
like one of those, I'm about to get in the lab type, you know what I'm saying, battles.
It was happening a lot. It was because the BG's era, it was like every battle I was getting, I was losing. Like, even whether if I was either, because there was times I was even getting cheated because the nigga who was judging didn't like me or didn't fuck with me, or not even didn't like me, whoever that, it was their mans.
Right.
Whatever I was battling was a man's or whatever. So that'll do something to you too, because you in your mind, and then we at the crib, Brick and Charles like, man, you fucked him up, but I lost. So that was happening a lot, and I think Josh which was crazy. Uh, we battled, and this was that shit at BG's when it was like I can't remember the name of it, but you had to battle every damn body, and then whoever won the week before, you had to battle him at the end. and that
Yeah,
was
I
Josh, and
remember that.
beat everybody and got to him and lost. And that shit, like, it just that's what kind of changed me, because I'm like, all right, how am I losing out at these battles, but at the crib, I'm like, they man, bro, you cold, like, and it's like they wasn't lying to me, like I knew, because they knew my progress, they knew how I was coming before I got to where I was. So them telling me I was cold, like, they wasn't lying to me, but it's like, what am I doing in the house that I'm not doing at BG's?
Right.
That was the biggest thing for me. Like, in the crib, I'm cold as hell. But when I get to BG's, I'm not hitting them same moves. That's what it really was.
Mm.
'Cause in the smaller setting, I'm that nigga. Like, I can spaz, but when I'm at BG's and it's everybody watching me, I'm not gonna hit that move the same way. I'm not gonna put that full into it. It's gonna be a cheat. I'm gonna hit that shit fast as hell because I'm trying to snap, you know, versus taking my time and doing the move right. So once I kind of mastered that and felt like I had it, like, I just tune all of them out. Like put yourself in the living room when you at BG's. That's when it started happening. Then once I felt that, I started getting cocky. Like, it's a super, super, super old battle of me and Curtis on YouTube. And I felt like at the time I was fucking him up. Like, in the video, I was smoking him. And once I seen that, it was over with. I got back into being cocky, like, okay, can't nobody fuck with me. Like, I'm to the level that I need to be, because I just did a battle with Curtis and I felt like I fucked him up. Charles and Rick said I fucked him up. Sean said I fucked him up. So that's all that mattered to me.
Yeah, but
Nobody
that's humbling. That's humbling too. At the same time, because I mean, the reason why I asked that question is because a lot of people feel that you know, um, they never like they took an L, or they took an L in the beginning, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I only took like 1 or 2 L's, and then the rest of the time I battled, I was winning every battle. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And like you said though, when you was going back to your peoples, you know what I'm saying, they was telling you, oh yeah, you was killing, da da da. And that can mess a person's head up, because
Yeah.
you think, okay, my people saying I'm killing, but I'm going to these events and I'm
And
getting L's. But
yeah,
ain't nobody talking about that though. Like, ain't nobody saying, oh, well, I know I'm cold because my people, that's your people telling you cold. But when you versus in somebody else from another crew, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you won and the other crew, like, yeah, nigga, he fucked you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
well, that's a win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not because your crew,
Undeniable.
yeah, like not
yeah,
because your crew said, oh yeah, y'all, no, he won. Because that's then you go back to thinking that's bias.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, that's some real shit though. You know what I'm saying? You went back, you was like, man, I'm catching these L's, and you start understanding that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that.
That's a diamond right there.
Yeah, it is.
All people taking notes on that.
It really is, man. But no, I really appreciate that though, because a lot of people do not say it that way.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody done won more battles than they lost.
yeah. No,
Like, you know what I'm saying? No, I ain't taking no L. I won every battle. You a damn lie.
no. I was getting my
Damn lie.
up, cooked up, bro. I was losing to where I wasn't even really a factor in my group, like, to where I was just lucky, like, because lucky ain't gonna win no battle, like, so he ain't on the front line. You feel me? Like, because what battles is he winning? Like, that's how it was, and I took it like that too. It wasn't a surprise. It was like I knew myself. Nobody had to tell me that. Like, I knew. So it was like within me. Like, you got to get good within yourself. Fuck with everybody showing you or trying to put you on to. Like, learn and make something up on yourself or your own.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah, that's a
Hey, look out here dropping these diamonds, these gems right here. That's
yeah,
facts though.
that's a teachable moment right there, for real. For all my new, people that's out. I mean, that's on the Zoom, or if you listening, like that's something that you need to really like take heed to. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you doing or all the battles that you doing, you're not gonna win every single battle. You're gonna take some
But they each one gonna be a learning experience to analyze though
I'd
and
rather
build off that.
take wins because then it'll make me better. The L's will make me better, not the winning.
Yeah.
So we went down to L. You know, what's an epic battle that you like? You got to and you pretty much was like, man, I'm about to battle this dude, like, you know what I'm saying, and you like amped about it because you probably looked up to him or seen him battling, you know what I'm saying, somewhere. What was one of those epic battles against who too?
Mm. The first epic battle for me was Detro. Like I never, we never really, we never liked each other. Like it was on some, of course, South Side, West Side shit, and we battled, and he, of course, everybody on the West had they beef with TS, but I am the one who singled, like, no, I want him, basically, like, no, I got this, y'all, type shit, and that's where I felt like I could prove myself because Detro was like a hitter from out west at that time. So bet we go back and forth. If I in my mind, I'm like I could fuck him up. Like we all hated the way he danced. I hate the way he danced. So at the time, I'm like, shit, I can beat him. Like I can beat him with the shit that I got. So I'm like, I argue with him the most out of everybody. Like he done made videos about me, all types of shit. Like he was the one. Like, and we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like we battled Walla off camera, 187 practice. Like, so he was like the nigga I was at every time I seen him. Like, I'm fucking you up. Like, and me and Devin. Him and Devin was the two that I'm like, I felt like was in my bracket, you know. So I'm like, all right, cool. Every time I see them, I'm smoking them. Like Detro was the one who I had the most battles with on camera. So we even battled recently, maybe like 2 years ago when I seen him, like when I was in Chicago, like, and it was epic because if you was around the people that was around back then, they knew what it was when we was finna battle.
Like
Yeah,
yeah.
off in the
Like
battle right now. Oh
back
shit.
down memory lane.
Yeah, you hearing in the video niggas saying, "Oh, this ancient wars or this ancient shit," you know, like that, because they knew what it was if you was around. Like they already know, like, oh, they're trying to let you do this shit. Like they've been beefing. You feel me? Like so, this everybody was just watching. Like, yeah, let's see what it is. Because even when you look at them battles, them Walla battles, everybody in the comments, they back and forth. Oh, Detro won. Oh, Lucky won. Oh, Detro smoked Lucky. Oh, Lucky took that. This and that. This and that. It was a back and forth. I didn't like that. So this last battle, it wasn't. I fell in every. That's the crazy part. I fell on the ground. Y'all know what that is. You fall on the ground in a battle,
That's an L, boy.
and they still say I won.
I want to see that.
Hey, they got the foot. It's still up.
It's still up. It's on YouTube.
What is
Stilo walked past. I did a move. Stilo walked past. I tripped right on this heel. Fell on the floor. I still say I won.
I'm gonna have to check out that video on YouTube.
Yeah, it was I'm gonna send it to you because I can't remember what was the name of it, but they still say I won, and that just let you know right then and there, like I wasn't playing with him. Ball, it don't matter. No, it don't matter. You lost. You lost. It don't matter what you was doing.
Whatever, Lucky.
Shut up, Pooh. It don't matter what you did after that. You lost. Like, I hit the ground and I still won. So that just let you know right then and there. Like that was my motive. Like I'm through with the back and forth. I'm finna smoke you. Like,
and so he took some so when the battle when y'all was doing that, he won some, you won some, or how did that go?
I feel like I won them all, but I'm not gonna lie. He did have this one. He had this one round. I mean, this one time I had on these heavy ass ones. I don't know why were these ones heavy as hell, and he had more energy than I had. So I definitely get that one to him. Like I know he took that one because my rounds was hella short. Like I'm hitting moves, but my rounds was hella short. But as far as like energy, he had more than me. He was dancing longer than me. So in his rounds, so I feel like he took that one. I'll get that one to him. I ain't gonna even say I won that, but and because in the beginning I was smoking. I definitely was smoking, like I was going crazy. But the battle was so long, while I ain't had no battle limit, you just going until you tired. So
It
you
was
ain't
it was that too.
yeah.
Was that it was like God, it was like 4, 5, 6 rounds. Like
Man, you ain't it ain't no stopping.
yeah, long battles, man. You so what advice would you give an a new generation of upcoming footworker? Like what good advice would you tell them, you know what I'm saying, if they came to you?
Uh be hungry and be original. Like find somebody you like in this shit, like who that style that you like, you might look up to them, but be original, because that was what it was. A lot of you seen people dance and you automatically know what group they're in.
Mm,
Like, and even then that's still cool because every group got their moves. And it's a difference between hitting the group moves, and it's a difference between dancing exactly like the leader of the group.
Diamonds.
So, so you want to be original. You don't want to dance to somebody say, "Oh, you dance, so you look like this person," which is still cool because that's how it goes culturally in any dance culture, even in crump. Like even when crump, you got crumpers who dance exactly like other crumpers, and then they become the little them.
uh-huh.
But in footwork, it's different. We didn't do that. You know, it happened in a sense without it being said like, oh, that's little him or that's little him or whatever. You just had people and they'll say it sarcastically. Oh, that's little Budilla right there. He dances exactly like Budilla. That person is not gonna say, yeah, I'm little Budilla.
Yeah.
You know, so that'll be my only advice. Just try to be original with this. Make yourself your own person. Make yourself iconic. That's how you got to be. Like you can learn from whoever you learn from.
And you ain't never had no like no understudy, you know what I'm saying? No, no
No
person.
baby lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little
yeah.
luck.
I got a couple of them, but I wouldn't call them baby luckies. You feel me? I would call them I would say my students. Shout out Mike Too Smooth. Shout out Plain James. They on here too. I don't know why y'all not in the Zoom. Why y'all on Instagram? Targets. Anyway, yeah, but I took them from scratch and taught them how to footwork.
Mm,
Like, and if you see any of the shows I'm doing, like that's who I take with me. That's who I'm doing the shows with. Like,
right.
and when it came to the TS chapter, they in the TS chapter. I took them. Even Dre had some help in hand with that too. So it's definitely like some people I've took and taught. Is and like I said, I wouldn't call them a little lucky, but because that was the thing that I stressed to them too. Be original. Don't just learn from me. Learn from anybody. Go learn Dre. Teach them something. Like look at other people. If you see a move somebody do, take it, do it, remix it, make it yours. Like that was the only thing I ever stressed. Like just be original in this. Make yourself your own character.
Mm, yeah, that's a lot. It's a
That's how you gonna be remembered. That's exactly how you gonna be remembered. Not being a shadow.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who steal shadows. Like,
lot of
and
copycats.
yeah, they copycats. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But don't be one of those cocky footworkers. Don't be one of those, I'll smoke you. Because you smoking me with somebody else moves.
Yep.
Right,
That
because you they ain't creating their own
yeah,
stuff.
you didn't make that up. So I'm not gonna take that threat from you like too heavy. Like you ain't putting in the work for that. Like somebody else made that. Like threaten me with something that you made up.
Uh-huh.
Something that you ain't seen before.
Yeah, that's That's how I'm coming with it, because it's just like creation. For a prime example, a lot of the members footwork like Charles, but then you got a lot of members who are original, who footwork like they self. They made their own style and they hit the creation moves. But it's some people who just, when they looking at it, they don't even care about the originality. They're not even looking at, oh, this person actually is doing some original stuff. They just looking like, oh, and they call, that's when they call them robots. That's when they call creation robots. You know, that's the little nickname they got for y'all or whatnot. So
yeah, that's pretty much got to create. I always tell them, you know, make sure you can create a style, man. You need to create a style, not, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just focused more on moves,
yeah,
not a style. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
more.
they not paying attention to, like, bro, this the style.
Yeah,
People in TS dance like TS.
it's not. You know what I'm saying? So now,
People in Havoc dance like Havoc.
So now what the new generation do now is they look and they just pick moves that they like. Like, okay, I like this move, so I'm gonna pick this from this group. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they ain't, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, what are we watching? Because we just pretty much is watching all of us all over again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shout out to the people that's actually got a style. Like, you know what I'm saying? I say this all the time. Like, I it's two people that I look up to and I see, and I'm just like, man, they're incredible to me. And that's Stilo and AC to me. And the reason why they stand out is because they got their own style.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They learned from, you know, everybody, you know, the people in their crew or whatever, or their teachers, whoever taught them. But at the same time, they, you know, they start, you know, creating themselves. So, you know what I mean? It's a lot of people that need to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Be original. You got to make your own stuff up, like, because you got to change it. It's about elevating it and not really keeping it in the same state. Like, we got to elevate it.
Yeah. So we at the hour mark. If anybody got any questions for Lucky, type them in the chat. Y'all know already know. On Facebook Live, do the same thing.
Yeah, definitely put these questions in, because I know these questions about to be coming in. But before we get to
like,
before we get to them questions though, I'm about to get my questions off first.
Right.
So I want to first kick it off with what's one person that you embarrassed in the circle?
Jetro was one. Shout out my brother Ken from TS. He was two. Who else? I just embarrassed somebody recently. Dre on the side talking about some, you just embarrassed somebody in Chicago. Who? He's something to you right now. I don't know. It's kind of, but on camera, I'm gonna go on camera ones, because them the ones that count. Who else? It was some. Who? He talking about
Y'all funny.
Dre said King Charles. I ain't say that. He said that. Which video you talking about? Oh, the one I just put up? No, in LA. In LA. Oh, okay. So Dre on some bullshit over here. I don't know no bullshit. I mean, I'm just saying what happened. Oh, I need to charge my laptop on 3%. Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, my laptop. Oh, it's they shit tweaking. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's J-Ron. J-Ron stuff froze.
Okay.
Yeah, stop being a pussy, nigga. Everybody can hear you.
So we got Multiple questions. Okay. All right. So we got a question from Tam. She said, I wonder what dance history of your family. Were you ever exposed to Caribbean dance or directly to any African dance?
Um, as a kid, no, I wouldn't say Caribbean. If anything, I grew up in a house environment, like deep house, shit like that. My mom, that's all my mom listened to it, or my people's period, like was just house. And that actually kind of crazy how the footwork kind of came into play with them buying Spin CD on accident because she was going to buy some house music at the mall and accidentally bought Spin CD.
Mm.
So the only footwork or juke music that I had ever even knew about was the shit that was on the radio. I didn't even know about the real shit until she bought that and then gave it to me because I think we used to listen to Bad Boy Bill. That's like a techno DJ, kind of house techno DJ. So that's what we listen to, house music. She bought that shit on accident, and that shit changed my life.
Mm.
So it wasn't really African, like it was more house, I would say.
So, Keith, Keith say, did you learn anything from the DJ battle y'all had? By the way, I'm still up 2. Check the score.
Yeah, the one thing that I learned was that can't nobody really fuck with me for real. Yeah, and especially him, especially that guy. That guy really can't, really couldn't stand with me in the battle for real. So that was one thing, and another thing that I learned is that people never really admit when they lose. Like people don't admit that. They don't like to admit when they lose.
Hey, Lucky, don't worry about Capella. He just capping. Don't mind him.
Okay, bro.
All right, so we got another question from Sean there. He said, let's do some Suwu talk and get this straight with the world. Who really created the culture's most signature move called the sleeves?
Your boy himself, yours truly. Yours truly. Me and Brick are argue up and down about who made them, but I I am the creator of the sleeves. He was so funny as he said something about it one day. Now I'm the one who took it and put it in the move. So I would say he's the culprit.
What are the
What
sleeves?
is the sleeves?
The sleeves is y'all remember when we used to do that? When Suwu used to be, we had everybody was doing that too. Everybody was putting on shirts. Everybody was doing it. And that's why we called it that. They called the sleeves. Because that's when you put a shirt on, what you gonna do? You gonna put your arm in there, bam. We took it and made it a move. That was what it was.
Mm. Yeah, I never knew what that was. So
Yeah.
history for me. What's the difference between Red Legends and TS?
Red Legends was basically just all the legends. It was I don't it really ain't have nothing to do with TS because everybody was in Red Legends. I mean, not everybody, but the legends who was active was in Red Legends. So those was two totally different groups.
We got another question from that's it for that.
Can I say something about that?
What?
About that Red Legend?
What?
Man, shit, Red Legend is something that we did at BG's.
Right, yeah, it didn't have nothing to do with TS.
Might be echoing because I'm the AG kid. And that little gorilla shit y'all just did, I see you, big dude.
I can't
But
hear
now
you.
Red Legends
You got an echo in your background.
I know because hey,
Jesus.
yeah,
Oh, that's because y'all in the same spot.
Yeah.
So we got another question from Tam. She said, could you tell us about Tokyo Beat? You stole the show there. I'm just wondering how it came about that you were there and what it meant to you.
Tokyo Beat was like church. That was something that I drove to faithfully every week from Vegas to LA, 4-hour drives. Sometimes I would drive literally footwork and jump right back on the road and go back to Vegas.
Hey,
And
can you repeat that? Because I think people need to make sure they hear that part.
what the driving
Yeah,
part?
how long you was driving for work and then hopping back on the road?
4 hours. I drove 4 hours. The event was from maybe 10 to 2 in the morning. With footwork probably the whole entire time. The whole creation, LA, maybe 7 to 8 members at all times. It was times it'd be me by myself. It was times it was me and Dre, Dre and Mike, and I would say it was more times than me going by myself than with people. And you would never know. And that's probably why she said that, because I had the energy of the whole group. You feel me? Like I was battling all of them. Every single person that came out, I'm going. Like, and that was what was kind of weird to me, because damn, I need to find a charger because my laptop on 1% and my phone tweaking. Ooh, you got one right here for your boy.
Definitely had to highlight that, man, because that's a different type of animal right there.
Yeah, that's why.
Big salute, big salute.
If you ever hear Charles say that, he always say that. Like, I got a whole different respect for this man, because I was going. I definitely was driving 4 hours just to footwork, bro. And it wasn't even no money involved in it. Like, it wasn't even we wasn't getting paid for that at first. Damn, what did I do with the dog? We wasn't even really getting paid. Like, the money we was getting paid was basically gas money. Like, it wasn't no, oh yeah, I just got 300 for a show or whatever. No, this was gas money to get me there and back. Oh, maybe some food, and then that was it. But so I wasn't really going for the money. I'm going just to do what need to be done. Spread this culture, let people know who I am, let people know who TS is. That was my only goal, bro. It wasn't no money in that. None. That was it. For the love. And I went out there and I gave my all every time, every single time. Battling, like I said, six of them at a time. It was never no less than 6 of them. And drive, get back in the car, no shower, sweaty, driving right back to Vegas. Because people got shit to do the next day, So it was just for the love of footwork. I had a show last Tuesday, but I couldn't make it because there was some other shit going on. But I was gonna do the same thing. I'm still doing this shit to this day. Just driving, going out there. I was giving them people electrifying shows, because the only thing that they knew was creation. Creation to pull up, and they'll just cipher at the speaker. They just dancing. So here I come. I have to be 10 times more explosive, because these are the only people that y'all know. To your understanding, creation is the only people that footwork. They didn't know nobody else. They didn't know nothing else at all. No other group. That's all they knew. They came to see this one group. So now here I am. I gotta let you know what it is. Like, no, it's other groups. There's other groups. People used to ask me that all the time. I was sitting and find myself having an interview with them, because they want to know who I am, or like, oh, are you in creation? Like you, but you don't. And the shit that's so crazy is they would see it for themselves because they'd be like, you don't dance like them, like you look different. And that was just my number one goal. Like, no, I gotta be explosive. I gotta be different as hell. I had hella energy. I'm telling you, like hella rounds. Didn't even care.
We got a question from Steve O that I like kind of passed. He said, who's the best in Teklife to you?
Manny. Hands down. Because I mean, it'd be obvious if I said spin. Like that's I don't even I don't know. I wouldn't consider because I'm gonna answer that from it'd be disrespectful if I was to put spin in that category. But out of my generation is Manny. Because
Oh,
of
we got
course,
a question. Was the MC? Yeah, MC. He said, any new projects?
oh yeah, I'm finna drop a project. I actually got two projects coming. I got a project coming on Teklife, and then I'm doing a self-release project. A couple of those. So yeah, that's definitely like in the works. Literally was working on that before I even jumped in this interview. So I'm definitely the self-release that I'm dropping is basically all the old tracks that I never put out. Like that was the thing with me. Like I never put tracks out. Like if you heard a DJ Lucky track, it's because I played it or I gave it to somebody and they gave it to somebody. That's the only way. Other than that, you didn't get. I didn't put shit on YouTube. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't really even putting my shit on SoundCloud. Like I wanted to be that exclusive. And what's crazy is shout out my man's Earl. The only thing that made me be like that is because one time I came into BG's and I'm coming to DJ. Like I want to come DJ now. Like now I'm stepping on the DJ side of this shit. I come in there, Earl was playing my tracks, and I was mad as hell. Like, bro, what am I gonna play if you already playing it? Like, you are playing my shit. After that, I made a whole new folder of shit, a whole new folder of maybe like 20 tracks, and didn't get that shit to nobody, not a soul. And only time you heard it is when I played it.
I probably got it.
You probably do, J. Ron. I don't know how, but you get any and everything.
I probably got it too.
Yep.
Hey, that boy, you want a track? Ask them to.
I swear to God. They got everything, but I definitely do got some projects coming. Shit, me and MC just dropped some shit. MC just dropped some shit. Shout out to MC. That man and Kane, he didn't got out and one of the most hardest working out right now.
On everything. He ain't playing no games.
Oh, he ain't playing no games.
Applying pressure, man. That's what you got to
Yeah.
do.
That's exactly what's going on. So shout out
We
to
got a
these.
question from Crystal. I know it's different for everyone, but how many years do you think it takes for a footworker to develop their style?
None. You could develop your own style within your own time. You can't even put a time limit on it. You can develop your own style within an hour. Like dedication is everything. You can sit and look at something for 2 seconds, like, man, I wanna imitate karate or something. I wanna imitate Bruce Lee. And now you didn't made up a style within footworking because now you imitating Bruce Lee. So it don't take years to make up a style. I've seen people who've only been footworking for 3 months and they have beyond blown my fucking mind. I've seen people who've been only footworking for 6 months, they blown my mind. So making up a style, like I said, that shit could take an hour. It's all about how dedicated you are to it.
Right.
It don't this footwork shit don't really take time. I've grown to realize that. Like I see people, I ask them a question 3 months, and I'm like, what? But if you train every day, we wasn't like that. we wasn't like that. Like we wasn't like how they are now. They take this shit serious. Why we having this interview right now? Somebody they practicing. Somebody practicing. Like they going crazy right now. We ain't doing that. We sitting around chilling. You feel me? Like it's somebody who dedication level is way higher than any somebody's. It's all about how you do it.
Yep.
You can sit there and make your own style of like in an hour. I probably might do that when I get out this. Now I'm finna make a whole nother style. It's all about
It's
yourself.
pretty much up. Yeah, it's pretty much up to the dancer on how consistent they are, or how serious they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the energy you put in and how creative you be with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's facts.
So we got any more? Yeah, we got some. Dre said before Havoc, what happened to Dre? What happened? AC, this is AC. Before Havoc, what happened to AC being Suwu?
I forgot why he really wanted, he was dead serious too. That's the funny part about it. AC really wanted to be Suwu. And the thing about it was Suwu wasn't supposed to be it wasn't an outside group. Like you had to be. So that was the thing. Like we wasn't trying to really let nobody from the outside in, because if anything was to happen, like you would be involved in that shit. Like just like when we was Suwu, and Suwu got kicked out of TS. Now niggas wanted to join Suwu after that. Everybody like, oh shit, I want to be Suwu. But then the thing was like when we got kicked out, or when we left TS, we already knew what we was doing. We knew we was going back to TS. We knew we was just trying to make a statement. Like, but we knew deep down inside we wanted to get back in TS. We wasn't, no, we was like, no, fuck that, bro. Like we gonna do what we gonna do, but at the end of the day, that's the goal to be back in TS. So we don't want niggas to fuck themselves up trying to be in Suwu, and then we get back in TS. Or it was even niggas that was in TS when we left and they wanted to leave and be Suwu. But like no, and that actually happened. It was actually a food worker who did that. Like was like, yeah, got in Suwu, started fucking with us, stop fucking with TS, and then we got back in TS, and his ass could not get back in TS with us, like, because we all had an understanding, like you couldn't do that, like. So that was what it was. Like we would have loved, of course. AC, what?
All right, so I'm about to put you in the hot seat. Give us your 10. Give us your top 10 foot workers.
Top 10.
Yeah.
We got to be in the order or any
Wait,
order?
no. Before we go into that, because we ain't going to the DJ side. When did you start at that? When did you start DJ?
I started. What's crazy is I always wanted to be a DJ. Like even before footwork, before tracks, all that shit. I always wanted to be a DJ. Always. Fucking Juice. It's another movie with LL Cool J when he was a DJ. And what's the name of that? Is it Into the Night? No. What's the name of that movie with LL Cool J when he was a DJ? I know you know, boo.
So he was a
when,
DJ.
LL Cool J was a DJ.
He wasn't no damn DJ.
I was about to say, yeah, I ain't never no.
He was a DJ
in a movie.
I think
He was not. You might be talking. He was only in a couple of movies, Crush Groove and In Too Deep, and neither one of them he was a DJ.
Was it Crush Groove?
It had, yeah, and the other movie was with him and Jamie Foxx in the football movie. I forgot that name of that.
It was something.
Yeah, football movie, and he got a couple
girl
of
or something.
DJ.
I can't think, but I know he was a DJ. I'm telling you.
You tweaking?
Was it LL Cool J?
It was not.
No, bro. It was LL.
It was one of them. It was one of them. I know that. I'm gonna find it, but it was Juice for sure. Out of sync.
I ain't never saw that movie.
Yeah,
Man, he's
Clint.
talking about some. That got to be a C grade movie. Nobody never
Oh,
heard of.
nigga. Yeah, I know what I'm. Thank you. Thanks for Google. That's why you need a nigga right there to just cut the Google on. Out of sync.
So you went. So that's. I mean, you picked up from those movies to.
Yeah, I don't, for some reason I just kept watching them as a kid just to only see the DJ part, bro. Like I was just so into that for some strange reason. Like I took a box. Hey, don't y'all tell nobody else this, bro. I took like a box, like one of these joints. It was like a little box in my crib. I took one of these, folks, and cut holes in them, and put I like nail paper plates, 2 paper plates on them joints, right? Took the other thumbtacks, made them knobs, bro. I made drew a little level on that shit, everything, all the knobs, bro. And that was my turntables. I'm in the crib making all types of dumbass paper plate scraping the box noises, bro. Pissing my mama off. Pissing my mama off, G. I got all type of box and paper plates nailed into them. That's what I had desired, to be a DJ. I'm telling you, bro. She come right in the crib. I'm in there making all that noise. I damn near want to get a paper plate and make the noise right now because I know folks got some.
Bro, that shit epic.
Bro, I wanted to be a DJ that fucking bad, bro. Like, so that's where it started at, and then the shit I wanted to make tracks first. Not me, I'm talking about tracks first. Then I wanted to make tracks after that. So I didn't even know that shit even went hand in hand. So I'm calling myself DJ Lucky, not even a DJ. Like had never even DJ before. Never even fucking DJ for real. But back then I felt like if you made tracks, that's what everybody was doing though. Like if you made tracks, your name was DJ whatever the fuck. Like
Right.
just off the strength, like so I'm like, all right, I'm making tracks and shit now. I download the little free. Hey man, where my drink at?
Hey, I don't mean no disrespect. I had to cut in real quick. I don't mean no disrespect to the interview, but I just Googled this movie. Bro, you bogus than the motherfucker. You like the third. It's only 3 people seeing this motherfucker, and it's you. You seen them all 3 times.
Well, oh, but Lucky, you froze. I don't know what he just did. Yeah, I ain't never heard of that movie, dog. I never heard of that movie.
He
bro.
brought that movie up and went into the Matrix.
I never.
Bro, I had to Google the movie. That shit had 1 star.
Who was it? Who was the cast?
LL Cool J was a Los Angeles DJ. It don't even got nobody else in it. Read it. Wait a minute. I ain't even got my glasses. I'm on Rotten Tomatoes, bro. This shit is bogus. I'm finna screenshot this shit. Can I put pictures in that motherfucker?
You can probably put it on Facebook.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do Facebook.
Oh my God.
Victoria Dip, boys, a whole bunch of actors we never even heard of, except for it's only him and Ari Spears that we know.
Aries, oh man. Like I said,
Man, throw this whole movie in the garbage.
Yeah, I ain't never saw it. Yeah, I ain't never saw it.
He brought this movie and got froze.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He said where's drink at? And then I don't know if he wasted the drink on the laptop or what. But we can go right into Crossfire.
I wanted to ask my question. I had a question.
Yeah.
You had a question for
Lucky. It's in the
yeah. Once he get back on, then I'll let you answer it. But he ain't even what's name, so I'm gonna have Crossfire do the announcement.
Druggy pass catches up with him as a cop forces him to get close to. Oh my God, this is some bullshit.
Yeah. So when he once he get back on, Clint, I'm gonna let you ask the question. Hey, go ahead, Cross.
Well, what's the word of such, man? This be your boy Crossfire, aka Mr. Watch It Witness, man. Shout out Budilla, shout out Javon, shout out DJ Lux for speaking some real diamonds and such. But only announcement that I have is shout out AG, man. Beat Down album release party, October 29th. Be there. My boy Curry Film is doing a hiking. So y'all know if y'all want to come with him, he's trying to do like a footwork footage of, be like hiking in the woods and all that. So it's October 6th. So y'all want to ride with him, let him know. So if y'all want to get down with that, then just hit him up and such. Then coming next month is Footwear Cafe as usual, once every month, 1200 West 35th Street, 35th Racine. That's all I can think of for now.
Yeah, I know. Ain't no DJ Phil. You ain't got nothing that you no events or nothing.
Not this month, possibly next month. I'll keep you posted. And then I got some other announcements that may that I'm legally I can't say shit about until probably the end of the month.
All right. What about you, Clint? Hold on. It went mute. Yeah.
The album release party, which was Crossfire said. I'm trying to get this shit straight. And this movie had a $15,000 budget. This some bullshit.
He's still on that film.
Hey, MC.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Look.
Clint had a question for you.
No,
What
you
happened?
ask the question, man. You the question asker.
I thought you.
You the
I thought you
question
said
asker.
you had some, man.
I posted it in the chat.
Oh,
I really want to know.
Man, God, I ain't about to ask that, dog.
No, I asked Clint what.
Hey, he said, when did you realize you ain't shit?
It was at a young, early age.
Hey, so
Oh, Lucky got to do his top 10, they said too.
Yeah, you got to do your top 10, bro.
Top 10.
Yep.
Shit. All right, so for one, it don't got to go in no order, right?
No.
All right. So, Lucky.
Oh, my God, this dude here.
Lucky.
Lucky. Who else? Damn. Hey, what's that one dude name? He like the coldest nigga in TS right now. What's his name, bro? Lucky. Lucky.
Bro, that's it for your list, bro.
It's another nigga, bro. He like Dre too. And then it's another nigga too. He be fucking everybody up every time he go to Chicago. For like Lucky.
Hey,
that nigga. No, real shit. My top 10. Stilo. This a hard ass list because I actually was thinking while I was joking. Stilo, Dre, TS, Lightbug. I'm gonna go Lightbug. I'm gonna go Curtis. My boy, a dog. I'm gonna go AC. Who else? It's another 5 people who just. Are we doing now or just?
Just your 10.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. And you know what's crazy? Y'all two definitely, because that's another thing I should have brought up in the before back question, because you was another person, Budilla. You was one of the first people that I seen footwork too. And nigga, you used to have this brown pelly.
Mm-hmm.
It was a brown pelly. I seen you in is it Paul Hall? It was Paul Hall, and the fucking
Right, yeah.
floors was wet as hell. You had this brown pelly, and it was like some spiral shit on it. And you was in there killing, G. Like you was, I don't know how I remembered you, but I didn't know like what group you was in and none of that. I just knew when every time I seen this brown coat, like this nigga finna be raw as hell. And the flow was wet. The flow was wet as hell, and you was in that fucking niggas up. Like I don't know who was in the circle or none of that. Like, but you was another one of the people who like I seen killing a long fucking time ago. Brown Pelly. You don't even remember the coat.
Damn, the Paul Hall days.
I do remember that jacket.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Paul Hall days. That flow was wet as hell, bro. You was in there going crazy. You was one of the first people I seen. Like you was another person who like you wasn't just doing anything, like your moves was calculated. Like I knew you knew what the fuck you was doing. Like, and I used to just watch, like, bro, this nigga raw as hell. Like, I ain't know you knew Charles. I ain't know you was a creation. I ain't know none of that shit. And then Jay Ron, like, with the him and AG shit, like, you was all I didn't know who you was, but at the time back then, it was like niggas was brainwashed. Like we was all brainwashed back then. To where we didn't care what nobody else was doing. We didn't even care if you was raw. Like even if you knew Charles was raw before you got in TS, it didn't matter no more.
Yep.
It didn't care.
Yeah.
That shit went away. Charles who, like, folks ain't, no, bro. I'll smoke him.
Yep, that's how.
So that it just didn't matter, bro. Like, but I knew when you was battling AG in that tennis court, I knew you was somebody, because I'm like, AG battling him. He got to be somebody. And that was like the most historic shit I've ever seen in my life. Niggas was battling with no music. Rounds though. No music. The biggest circle ever. Everybody wanted to
With
watch
no
that
music.
shit.
That's crazy.
No music. That was
circle.
one of the best battles I've ever seen in my life. No fucking music. That shit don't even make sense. Like, but at that time, I knew you was somebody, like, because y'all was battling like that shit. AG ain't, and at that time, he wasn't just battling nobody like that.
Yep.
Like that shit was,
Nah.
that shit meant something. So I think that got me to 7. Brick. AG used to be my top 10, but I think I'm better than him now.
Bullshit.
I'm better than AG now, so he can't be on my top 10. No, I'm fucking with you. Aaron Carter. What I got two? Do I got 2 more or 1 more?
You got 2 more.
Charles, I said Charles already.
No, you said Brick.
King Charles. And my last one to be me. Fuck it, on some real shit. My last one to be me. On some real shit. I don't care how I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care, nigga. my last one. I'm on my own list, bro. I don't be on when niggas be making these long drawn ass lists. You don't never see Lucky Name. So I'm gonna put myself on my own list.
Well, I ain't seen no list in a minute. They need to make another list.
No, they just made a list recently.
They did?
Somebody made a list, yeah.
Well,
but you know,
This be food though.
They do though. They do. Because they don't really be, I don't know what they be going off of. I think they be going off like right now. I'm doing I just did like my top 10 overall, like in life. Like I ain't doing who active now or who killing now. I'm just who
Hey,
made an impact.
let me ask you a question. If you had a Mount Rushmore and you had to put 4 people on that Mount Rushmore, footworkers, who would you put on there? Remember now, this ain't.
Boo, I don't think that'd be fair though, because there's a lot of finesse that he has never seen.
But it'd be mine though. It'd be my rush.
It'll be his Mount Rushmore.
To me.
Right.
This is my world. This is my world, Clint. This is my United States.
Whatever.
Of luck, Erica. No, but the rush to me, the top 4 to me will really literally be Charles. Damn, but is this overall now my question is this overall culture or is this just to me, period?
The reason why I asked that is because when you say Mount Rushmore, a lot of people will go straight into just works, not including like what impact they even had to the culture. See what I'm saying? So yeah.
So the impact to if it'll only damn to be fair if you do 2 South Side and 2 West Side. And
it's your fault.
Yeah, I only feel like that because to me, it'd be everybody that's on my side, and it wouldn't even include West Side. But if we doing impact an overall culture, the West Side definitely have some impact in it. So for my side, for the South Side, I'm gonna say AG and Charles. And for the West Side, I'm gonna give Steps. Even though I don't fuck with dude, but I'm gonna give Steps. And Wheezy.
I was just listen. Look. I ain't want to answer it for you, but bro,
Wheezy.
That was a great Rushmore right there.
It is
Wheezy.
Yeah.
That Rushmore kind of cute.
You funny.
Kind of cute. I gotta give it to them 4.
Yeah.
I gotta give it to them 4. TJ played a big part too, but I'm gonna give it to them 4. On the West Side, he played a big part, but I'm gonna give it to the.
Shout out to TJ, man.
Yeah, TJ, that's my man.
Yeah. I want to make sure you give everybody your social media outlets, bro. Where they can find you at.
DJ Lucky Teklife, everything. Lucky the DJ or DJ Lucky Teklife. That's basically that's on everything.
And so they can tap in with you and ask you these questions and not ask me on the DJ side. Hey, listen, for a lot of students out there, please can y'all start hitting these DJs up? I don't have the DJ questions. I can't answer those questions. Like,
they definitely be. They
hit me up and ask me for tracks. Man, can you?
I'm gonna publicly say this.
No, go to them. If they got that, is that if it's DJ Phil or if it's Phil or if it's Clint, go to them and ask them the question. I don't know.
Man, look, let me say this for you, Boo Bill. Talk to the DJs, please. Y'all act so fucking scary to talk to.
But you know why though? It don't even be that. You know, people they scared of Chicago, period.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's people that be coming to me and they be asking me about certain people. Like, because I'm kind of like, everybody always come to me, like, before they go to anybody else, because I'm who they see. Like, it was for a minute, bro, for a long ass time, everybody thought that Terra Squad was my group. They thought that I was and it was just me and the people that they seen. And I had to, so now I'm educating people on Terra Squad, and I got to let them know about AG, Tristan, and Steve and Steve-O. Like now I'm letting them know because I'm the only person they're like, yeah, so how long have you had Terror Squad and this and that? And I'm like, no, this y'all just seeing me because I'm coming to the West Coast, like, and I'm making this impact that I'm making. So they are already looking at everybody like they just hella aggressive. Like they could talk to me. So they'll come to me and be like, yo, is such and such a friendly person? Or if I hit them up, are they gonna respond back and this and that? So they already looking at everybody like, oh, they hella aggressive. So that's what they gonna do. They gonna ask the closest person that they know who was close to them from the outside looking in. That's why they'll hit Budilla up like, yeah, can you ask this person? Because they know one of us. They know for a well-known fact you done grew up with one of us, so you know somebody.
But
They be scared.
That makes sense.
That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason for this platform. You know what I'm saying? Is to, you know what I mean, be able to tap in to the DJ or the dancer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm like, hey, this is their, they're willing to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
y'all got any gigs for, you know what I'm saying, looking for a DJ to do a gig or whatever, reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be, listen, I don't want to be the middleman. You know what I'm saying? So go talk to them. I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I will gladly, you know what I'm saying, tell them, hey, such as, this person wants to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let y'all just talk. You know what I mean? But I want y'all to build a relationship with other, dancers and other DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. So make sure
Yeah,
y'all.
I definitely be the one who definitely be reaching out. Well, me when they reach out, I definitely always respond. That'd be they thing. They'd be like, "Oh, I reached out to such and such," and they just looked at the message and didn't respond. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of how they are. Like, we ain't. That's when I had to let somebody know. I was like, we don't really just talk. Like, especially if we feel like you just trying to get some clout off the situation, like." And I told them that'd be a lot of the mind frame that people be in. Like, no, you just trying to get some clout. Like, I told them, like, a lot of them, if you're not talking about no upfront money right then and there, they're not gonna respond to you. They don't care about the fan shit or any of that at that time. Sometimes people are like that, and they don't approach them. So like I said, they'll go to the next person.
I mean, the thing about it is, we really want to know is what your intentions is when you in my inbox, first of all, and don't just come off trying to fluff me.
Yeah, that's what it be. So they don't even waste their time. But then a lot of times that be messed up too, because a lot of these people be reaching out or they want to reach out for an opportunity. They're not in a position to be like a real manager or whatever, but they want to reach out and get a person to a show or something like that, but they be scared. So they won't even approach you just off the fact of how you look.
And that's where I was going to, Lucky. I'm glad you said that because
I gotta stop judging people off their DJ face. When you see me ball my face because the bass is knocking, that's because the bass knocking. And I know what I'm doing my shit. You gotta stop judging me off that. You know what I'm saying? So like, just hit me on my inbox and we can have a genuine conversation.
But like
if you approach it genuine, then I'm gonna come genuine.
Yeah, but just like you said, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they look at that and they're, you know what I'm saying, they kind of hesitant. You know what I mean? But you just gotta have that a lot of people need to pretty much be open and you know what I'm saying, maybe post something and say, listen, if anybody got any questions that's overseas
Yeah.
they want to know, you know what I'm saying, just hit me up or inbox me. Then that kind of welcome them to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, he's cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So you know what I mean? So you always gotta have that open door. And like I said, like you said, you can be missing the gig, you know what I'm saying? Because they're, they can't get to you. So also too, if you are looking to get on a show, please inbox me or J Ron. And let me tell some people something. I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. Really, I don't even care at this point. Um, when we did this show, when we did this Zoom, my intentions was not to get paid by none of this, because I'm not getting paid by none of this. Me and J-Ron is not getting paid at all whatsoever. We be on every other Wednesday, sometimes every Wednesday, to, you know, pretty much give our students or people that don't even know about the culture, you know what I'm saying? We get made this platform for the dancers and the DJs, or anybody that's part of the, you know, the dance world, Chicago dance world or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Strictly to Chicago footworkers. So if you're thinking that this is money, you know what I'm saying, you know, you're gonna get some type of funding or something like that off of this, you sadly mistaken. All right. If you are free to do the show, please inbox me or J Ron. You know what I'm saying? Uh it's free 99. So
I'm free for the show.
free, you stupid.
We still gotta do part 2 of we did DJ Clint, now we gotta do Project Clint.
Yeah.
So he got 2 episodes.
It's gonna be a lot of gang shit.
Yeah. So we got, and then he got the part 3, that's low end legend.
Yeah, so if y'all, like I said, if y'all want to be a part, man, just inbox me. If anybody got anybody that we can't get in contact with, you know what I'm saying, reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? And because it's
That's
a lot.
how I felt. I
Yeah,
felt like I needed 2 interviews. I ain't know if I'm like, how do I do this? Like, do I talk on the footwork aspect or the DJ one? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna need a part 2 as well.
because that's a whole nother interview.
hey, ain't nobody getting no part 2s until we finish with the damn list.
Right. I'm about to say, help you ain't even do part. A lot of
Ain't
you ain't do
nobody
part
get-
1
Right,
yet.
we ain't even finished. He talking about we definitely need a part 2. We still in part 1, Cross.
And if we can't listen, if we can't get in contact with you, you know what I'm saying, you go to the bottom of the list. Or if you had you know what I'm saying, let's just say your show was tonight and you couldn't make it tonight, you go to the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we're not about to be doing that neither. So yeah, just make sure that if you want to be a part of, you know what I'm saying, behind the name, just reach out to us. And you know what I'm saying, we trying to get everybody on the show that's part of the culture, man. Like, everybody.
Time for part 2.
Excuse
I
me,
was
sir.
waiting.
Is it possible to get that 10 on tilapia track from DJ Lucky?
Uh-oh.
Okay, we trying to get to Lobby. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Hey, look, I actually was glad I got hit up. I was sitting back waiting. I'm not gonna lie, like I've been waiting for a long time. I just ain't saying nothing. I just been seeing both of y'all. Hey, y'all, what's up, guys? Hey, you know.
Yeah, I need some flame from you too, Lucky.
Just out here kicking. So I didn't want to get. I'm like, all right, maybe I ain't doing enough. It's the reason why I ain't asked. So I'm just like, let me start doing stuff.
You already know, Lucky, I don't even rock with you really like that for real.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
true.
it's kind of hesitant for me. I'm just doing this
Right.
for the culture. You know? And then once this over with, we back to not liking each other, dog. So you already know.
Hey, you know what's funny? It's really like that in real life. Like, not even joking. Like, that's how the culture really is. It's sad.
Everything.
A lot of these niggas is really like that. Like, really be secretly beefing with motherfuckers and don't even say it. Like, you'll just walk around and that's what they do. They'll tell somebody else they beefing with somebody, but they won't tell that person though. Like, so that person can either act on it or they could squash whatever the fuck it is. Sometimes it be something so small and they'll just let that shit rock. Like, bro, like, squash that shit, get it over with. Like, leave that shit alone. I done had all types of shit go on with me. Motherfucker say shit behind your back, do all types of weird shit, steal shit from you, steal weed. I still love these people to death, you feel me? But motherfucker done all type of bogus ass shit, and I can't do shit but what? Know they did it and just still be fucking friends with them. Shit. You can't do nothing, really. You either gonna beef with a motherfucker or you ain't gonna beef with them. Like, but that be the thing. They're not gonna tell you, like, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Like, don't even come around because I don't like you. No, they'll just let you still come around and just not like you to somebody else. Still, oh shit, what's up, bro? What's up, man? It's always still gonna be that. Yeah.
Just gotta move.
Facts. He's speaking facts.
You just
For
gotta
real.
move out, you know what I'm saying, move out the way, man, and stay in your lane.
Man, and a lot of that shit be fucking the culture up because motherfuckers don't be realizing like a lot of shit can be done. A lot of shit can be done, but it's not gonna be done at all because you so big on wanting the beef, or you so big or no, I don't fuck with him. I don't talk to him. We don't talk. Just to do that. When the beef don't even be that serious. You can be a grown ass man, but instead you want to be a little kid and I don't fuck with him. But then another motherfucker be like, man, bro, y'all should squash that shit for what? Fuck him. Like you want to do that though, but you can't be like, man, bro, you right. You right, shit. Motherfucker should, because it's petty shit. It's petty. You don't realize how petty you're being by just keeping it up versus saying, hit a motherfucker up, man. What you want, G? Let's drink, for like we came too far to be like this, bro. Motherfuckers, it's a lot of motherfuckers that know motherfucker because of another motherfucker. But then them two people ain't even cool. But then here I am, I'm in the middle, but I'm bogus if I hang with this person, and I'm bogus if I hang with that person. But I know both of y'all because of it sound confusing, but it makes sense. You feel me?
But
Like,
look,
oh, you still
this.
fuck with such and such? What?
I'm gonna say this, look. Sometimes you just get to the point where you just don't even hang with nobody.
You're right. You're right.
That's what, bro. Can't nobody say I said nothing about nobody. Why? Because I don't be around nobody.
You gotta stay out the way.
But then a lot of people can't say that neither, because then they'll get around somebody and say something. Motherfucker, shit, you talk to someone such, man, I don't even fuck with dude. I don't even fuck with him. And you ain't even got to say that. You say what, Clint?
I'm at the point that I don't even care, bro.
Yeah, now you is, because you can't even really say that just off the last conversation that me and you had.
Yeah, but it be fuck shit. And when you really think about it, and when it all boils down, bro, it's fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot of gang shit.
Shout out my boy Drizzy.
You know what I'm saying? But no, a whole lot of goofy shit. Like this is my problem with the culture, right? Or the people, some of the people in the culture. If you do got a problem with somebody, address the problem.
All right.
And get to the end and get to the result. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just letting it linger on and fester. Me,
mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Hey, wait, Clint, real quick. Are you on the toilet?
No, I'm literally not on the toilet. I was just No, I'm not on the toilet.
Hey, I didn't want to say nothing. I was gonna ask that.
I'm on the toilet, but I'm not on the toilet. If you get my
okay, I get it. I just needed to know that. I needed to know that.
This is the section of my house.
Okay.
Hey, but you know what though? In the world, man, you gotta have good and evil, bro, or the world will not operate.
Necessary evil.
That's true.
You gotta have a wrong and a right. If it was just a right, dude, it has to be a yin and a yang.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It wouldn't even remotely make sense. It wouldn't. Because it's so funny how I get into arguments with people that I grew up with about your group. It's people who I don't even talk to this day, just off how they look at y'all, or how they hate on y'all, or whatever the fuck. Everybody hate creation. Everybody got a problem with creation. You feel me?
That was for the kids.
Huh?
I thought you were talking about beat down. I was gonna say beat downs for the kids.
What? No, I'm talking about creation.
Oh,
I'm talking about creation. Don't nobody like creation. And it's weird. It's weird because if they was in creation's position, then they'll be feeling the same way. Like, damn, why the fuck don't nobody like us?
Bro, but see, this is the thing, right? This is my problem with, like, what you said is people you grew up with. So basically it's people from Chicago, right?
Right.
Now, my problem with that is they only have a problem with somebody doing the dance if it's publicized and outside of Chicago. But outside of that, they don't even care about it.
They don't.
So they should shut up.
They definitely don't. Everybody always got something to say about them, or they got something to say about Charles or whatever. When the number one thing I always say is, we all got the same 24 hours in the day.
You stole that from me.
Shut up. I ain't never heard you say that. We all got the same 24 hours, bro. We motherfuckers can do the same thing.
I got 48.
Why hate on the motherfucker? He told me I got 48. Why hate on the motherfucker? And everybody can do the same shit.
Yeah,
or when people realize that everything ain't for everybody, like that lane that creation is in, maybe that's not the lane for you.
Exactly.
And you right.
But everybody is on the outside looking in.
Looking in.
Every group has a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you're on the outside, you thinking it's peaches and cream over here. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. So let's get that out your head.
That's just imagine that for real.
Yeah.
Like, you got shit going on with outsiders who outside of the group, that's in other groups, who don't footwork at all, that's just all around the world, that's just leaving negative comments, and then you got the shit that's going on between your group and your people that's inside your group.
Yeah, it's not. I mean,
I think y'all for saying this. I really do.
Fighting every day. You'll be fighting every day, but you got
every fucking day.
Though you gotta move them pieces out the way.
Yeah.
Or not pay attention to them.
Not pay attention to it. Like that was the whole reason why. I got out of BG's years ago. BG's page years ago.
That's one of the reasons I got out too. All that negativity. I don't need that.
That shit is not getting the culture nowhere. So I don't even want to hear it. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. If you ain't pushing forward towards the culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you ain't like Clint. Clint got his son.
Yes.
Footworking, and you know what I'm saying? He footworking and DJ. You see what I'm saying? If you
ain't
doing that, I don't need to talk to you. If you're not active in the culture, there's nothing for me to talk to you about. And this goes for everybody. I don't care if you was the first person in footwork. I don't give a damn. You the first person. I don't care. What are you doing? Something right now? Still? Are we still pushing, or are you just talking because you was in the beginning stages of this culture? You think you got? Oh well, I used to do the X, Y, Z. Yes, you used to. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no disrespect, but at the same time, I don't need for you to be going rah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm protecting you. You know what I'm saying? Right now we getting older. We getting no younger.
Facts. My knee popped today.
See, that's why I respect Ant. That's why I respect Ant so much. He don't say nothing about nothing.
No, he don't. He don't need to. You need to.
And it's a cage October 2nd slide.
October 2nd. Oh, I'm glad you said that too.
Lucky I'm gonna come pick you up.
Say less. Speaking of events and upcoming stuff, bro, I got a lot of shows coming up. I'm damn near putting together a super group. Like, I got a lot of people that's rocking with it. I got Dan out here with me. Dan rocking with me. You feel me? We finna put some stuff together. We got a lot of shows in LA. I got some overseas shit finally about to happen. I'm also about to drop a podcast. We're doing a podcast too. I ain't gonna tell y'all the name of it, but just be on the lookout. We definitely finna do a podcast. There's gonna be 2 of them too at that. We doing 2 of them.
And I'll be gladly to, you know what I'm saying, be a guest. Just let me know.
Yeah, we definitely doing shit like that. Like the one of them, we just I don't know if people know before, because I had one before. We was doing the Footwear Network shit. It's gonna be just something similar like that. We just speaking on shit that's going on in the culture, shows, upcoming events, shit like that.
Count me in.
Yeah, shit like that. Best track of the week, best footwork of the week. Oh, excuse me. Shit like that. What was that? You know, weird moves that people done done, coldest moves. We gonna be talking on history. We're gonna be doing all that shit. So look out for that.
Yeah, just keep me posted. Let me know, man. But we've been on here for 2 hours. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I know I got to get up in the morning. Uh,
Me
uh,
too.
so on another, also too, like I said, we at 98, episode 98. So the 100th episode, me and J Ron is doing something real big. We're putting it together. So
We're gonna ball up your favorite footwork on that episode.
All flame.
yo, anybody, we killing them. Nah.
Yo, anybody.
But yeah, so just be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for that. But I'm like super man, because like I said, this the 98 episode, bro. Like I would never thought that we would get 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we on 98, bro. So thank everybody from supporting, you know what I'm saying? Supporting behind the name. And also please, if y'all can, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, because videos are uploaded on that every week almost. So
Yeah, there's some dope interviews on that, especially if y'all missed some. Definitely check them out.
yeah, so go on there, log in. I said log in, subscribe. YouTube channel. Also, we on IG too, behind the name on IG. So go on there, follow us on there, and hope to see y'all next week. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not next week, the next following Wednesday
Yo,
for the next show. What's up?
peace, y'all. Follow me on Crosstalk Podcast on Instagram. I'm about to
Oh
go
yeah, you
live.
need to
I get
promote
Oh
on.
that.
yeah, you got a podcast too.
Yeah, he ain't even
Yeah.
promote, bro. Yes, we got to promote that, Cross. We most definitely got to promote that. So yeah, be on the lookout for Cross Podcast too. You know what I'm saying? Go follow him on IG.
Yeah, man. Crosstalk Podcast _ That's the page.
Facts. And on another note, we'll see y'all next show, and
Yes,
maybe
sir.
the next event. Peace
All
out.
flame. Peace.
Yes,
Peace.
appreciate everybody.